Yo, what's going on, guys? Crispy Flakes here. For today's video is a series that I've been wanting to do for a while, and now that, the NBA season is on at least a 30-day hiatus, this is a perfect time to bring it. Two things I love: basketball and Harry Potter, guys. Always liked Harry Potter, read all the books a billion times, saw all the movies a billion times too, all that stuff out there. So for today's video, we are going to be sorting NBA point guards into Harry Potter Hogwarts houses. So for people that don't really know much about Harry Potter, when you go to the school Hogwarts, there is 4 different houses: Gryffindor, Ravenclaw, Slytherin, and Hufflepuff. And based off your personality and just like things about you, the sorting hat, well, let's be the sorting hat in this case, is going to sort you into a house, man. So we got some criteria we are going to follow. If this is a series you guys want me to do for other positions, drop a like on this video so I know that. If it gets like 1,000 likes, I'll definitely go ahead and continue this series. But okay, man, so it's going to be kind of like difficult. So there's going to be a few cases where I just don't simply know. Some of these you guys let me know in the comment section below. Or if you disagree with something I say, once again, just let me know in the comment section below. It's all for fun and games. Okay. So the first house we have is Gryffindor. So I have a little cheat sheet over here giving me all these different little, things that would make you a Gryffindor. It says you might belong in Gryffindor, where dwell the brave at heart. Their daring, nerve, and chivalry set Gryffindor apart. So for Gryffindor, there will be 3 types of players: those who stick up for their teammates and aren't afraid of a good old-fashioned scrap, players who play much bigger than their actual size, and those who ignore the analytics crowd on Twitter. The bravest thing in the entire world. Then next up, we got Ravenclaw. Ravenclaw pretty much is just like the really smart players out there. Players that have a really high basketball IQ. For Slytherin, it says this house is dedicated to achieving greatness. One of the most evil witches and wizards come from Slytherin, so most of these guys are considered NBA villains by a lot of fans. They're also all-time great players obsessed with winning. These are players who are focused on their legacy. Because of that fact, the Slytherin team would probably ruin every other house on the court. And then finally, we have Hufflepuff. So Hufflepuff is typically like everybody else. It says they are the lovable house that nobody really dislikes. Their players who are placed in Hufflepuff are a combination of a loyal and sometimes just a lovable goof. So that's how we are going to roll with this, man. So yeah, let's go ahead and get going on this. So first off, we got Avery Bradley. When I think Avery Bradley, I instantly think of Gryffindor, just because he's one of those scrappy players that is going to bring it all on defense and give his heart and soul no matter what team he is on. He's been doing it since his Boston Celtic days. That one's easy. Next up, we got Ben Simmons. So Ben Simmons, to me, I kind of like see him either between Ravenclaw or Slytherin. He's an extremely smart NBA player, Ben Simmons is. But something about him just kind of gives me a Slytherin vibe. I don't know, man. I don't know. You guys can disagree with me on this one. I just like when I see Ben Simmons, I just kind of see like a snootiness to him. Like he just wants to be an all-time great, which is fine. That's great, man. You need that swagger out there. But yeah, I kind of want to put him like no idea because there's so many he can be. But I'm thinking Slytherin. But Ravenclaw kind of right there too. Next up, we got Chris Paul. Chris Paul, to me, because that's the thing. It's like sometimes it's hard to like think between. Well, no, I guess this one's actually pretty easy because Chris Paul definitely not ever been like the tallest player out there on the court. He's instantly Gryffindor. He's a Gryffindor, man. He's always been scrappy. Always plays like he's a damn 7-foot point guard. So that one's pretty similar or pretty easy to go with. Next up, we got Damian Lillard. This one's tough. I don't think anybody dislikes Damian Lillard. Like, you don't see a single person out there just being like, Damian Lillard, like, what's wrong with that guy? No, I'm going to say Damian Lillard's a Hufflepuff, guys. Very lovable guy out there. Great basketball player. He definitely has tendencies for a lot of these different houses out there. But even like from like a Slytherin standpoint, like, yes, he's an all-time great point guard, but he doesn't really come off as just like so legacy driven, Like he just goes out there and plays hard. So I'm going to say Hufflepuff for Damian Lillard. Next up, we do have Darius Garland. I don't know enough about him right now. It's like he's a rookie. He's fine. I'm going to say no idea. You guys let me know in the comment section below. All right. Next up, we do have De'Aaron Fox. De'Aaron Fox kind of gives me Hufflepuff vibes. But at the same time, pretty smart player, very athletic. I'm going to say Hufflepuff for right now. Next up, we got the Jonte Murray. Sorry, I don't watch a lot of Spurs games. I'm like 95% sure that's the Jonte Murray. I completely could be wrong about that. I'm sorry, Spurs fans, but he goes into Gryffindor simply because of his tenacity on defense. Next up, we got D'Angelo Russell. So, you know, if D'Angelo Russell was part of this, he would instantly put on the sorting hat, and the sorting hat would say Ravenclaw, and then at the last second, he would get to the Ravenclaw table, and they would trade him over to Hufflepuff. And that's kind of my vibe with him, man. It's just that, like, he doesn't have a house because he's always getting traded around. He's Slytherin. Bro, remember when he snitched? Bro, he literally golden snitched on Nick Young. That's a bitch-ass Slytherin, D-Lo. I don't care if it was, 3 years ago now. You go to Slytherin for that one. Derrick Rose, very easy. Hufflepuff, extremely, extremely lovable. Nobody hates Derrick Rose. And just when it comes to loyalty to the game of basketball. Right? Like when I see Derrick Rose, his loyalty just to play basketball has been there throughout all of his injuries. Definitely also you can think of him as Gryffindor, just his tenacity to really just get up and just keep on coming back. But yeah, definitely got to go with that. Next up, we got Alfred Payton here. No idea. I don't really know much. I mean, I know Alfred Payton, but maybe Hufflepuff, I guess. Next up, we got Eric Bledsoe. Okay. When I look at Eric Bledsoe, part of me's, I think, probably Gryffindor. And, he's obviously one of the better defensive guards in the NBA, but beyond that, he does tend to ignore the analytic crowd. He's not always really shooting a bunch of three-pointers out there. He simply goes out there, plays his style of basketball, and for that reason, that's just how he is. And I think with that note, though, I'm making a switch. I'm making an audible. Ben Simmons also has to be Gryffindor. Simply because of the analytics. And despite being pressured like hell to shoot three-point shots, he just plays his style of basketball, which is extremely, extremely brave in this meme-driven world. So yes, he's definitely a Gryffindor. Next up, we got Jamal Murray. Jamal Murray. Good scorer, good second option. Signed that contract, that long-term contract with the Denver Nuggets. Seems like a pretty loyal player. I'm going to say Hufflepuff for him. Next, we got Jama Rance. Another rookie that's like, we know about Jama Rance. We know about him. He's been a brave leader for the Memphis Grizzlies. I mean, he's not really that tall. Isn't he like 6'1", 6'2", or something like that? Plays a lot taller than that. He's got to be Gryffindor. Definitely got to be Gryffindor. All right. Next up, we got to go with John Wall. John Wall is going to be our very first Ravenclaw, and that is because I know we have not seen him play in a while, but he's plain and simple, man, is like one of the best passers in the NBA. His basketball IQ, he's always making the smart play, driving to the basket. John Wall is no doubt a Ravenclaw if I've ever seen one. Now, Kemba Walker, this one's going to be controversial, man. Last year, I would have said Hufflepuff due to his loyalty to the Charlotte Hornets. But the fact of the matter is that he did leave the team for the sake of his legacy to become something more. And he also wears green. That's Slytherin, guys. He straight up has to be Slytherin. And like I said, Slytherin does not make you a bad person. Like, that does not make him a bad person whatsoever. That's just based off of the choices he made. He would have been sorted into that house. Next up, we got Kendrick Nunn. Hufflepuff. We all love his story. It's a lot of fun to watch. Kyle Lowry. Always drawing them charges. He's definitely not Hufflepuff. Because just like plain simple, it's like Kyle Lowry does have a lot of haters. I mean, not so much now that he has a championship. Before they had a lot of haters. I'm thinking probably Gryffindor. Because like he's been very loyal to the Raptors. But Gryffindor, he always, I don't know, man. Just got the Gryffindor vibes with Kyle Lowry. Might say Ravenclaw, but no, it's got to be Gryffindor. Next up, we got Lonzo Ball. Once again, could be Gryffindor, but I'm going to say Ravenclaw just towards the style of basketball he plays. And, like, the only reason I was going to say Gryffindor is maybe because ignoring analytics, but he really doesn't even do that. He's fixed his three-point shots. He actually does everything out there he needs to do. So, yes, Lonzo Ball, Ravenclaw. Luka Doncic, definitely a Ravenclaw player. I mean, you watch him on the court, guys, always making the smart choices out there, no doubt in my mind. Ravenclaw. And as far as like Hufflepuff, because like a lot of people love Luka, but I wouldn't say he's mutually loved by everybody. Malcolm Brogdon. the way he plays, I mean, you want to look at a guy that just plays the right way. That's Ravenclaw if I've ever seen one. Markelle Fultz. Markelle Fultz. Okay, this one, I don't know if I really have a house for Markelle Fultz. He's not really obsessed with winning. You know, basketball IQ, yeah, he's a smart player, but I wouldn't put him on the mindset of Luka Doncic, John Wall, and guys like that. As far as ignoring the analytic crowd, not so much. He still kind of shoots threes, although not being that good at it. I guess I have to say no idea. I'm leaning towards Hufflepuff, but I'm going to say no idea. Patrick Beverly, easy. Gryffindor. You want to talk about a guy that's not afraid of scrapping around money? Yeah, Gryffindor right there, bro. Right there. Next up, we got Ricky Rubio. He is a Ravenclaw simply for his basketball IQ. It's his biggest strength on the court, man. It's his biggest strength on the court. It's always been, you know, Ricky Rubio, his ability to get the ball to the other players. Russell Westbrook, he is 1,000,000,000% a Slytherin. Mainly going back to his OKC Thunder days, and really at times, you know, not really so much obsessed with winning, more so his legacy and his triple-double legacy. You know, you don't really see it so much these days on the Houston Rockets, but that's because he's playing with James Harden, who I think would be right there with him on Slytherin. So, yeah. Next, we got Spencer Dinwiddie. Spencer Dinwiddie. Okay, definitely not Gryffindor. You know, if he was shorter and playing the way he did, but he's like 6'6", and, you know, he plays like his height is. Ravenclaw, I do see him as a smart player. Slytherin, no. I would probably say Hufflepuff vibes. You know, he signed a very friendly contract with the Brooklyn Nets. He's loyal to the franchise as far as he's cool with being the sixth man when needs to be done, or he comes into the game and starts when Kyrie Irving doesn't play. Pretty simple right there. Okay. Donovan Mitchell, definitely a Gryffindor. I mean, come on, this man's 6'1". I swear every single time I play the way he jams it down, he plays like he's damn 6'7", guys. Yeah. Steph Curry. Ooh, he's Gryffindor. He's no doubt Gryffindor. Now, you might be saying, like, yo, he's a Slytherin, man. He's obsessed with winning. Not really, man. When I look at Steph Curry, I actually look at a guy that does sacrifice. You want to talk about ignoring the analytic crowd? This man was ignoring analytics before it was a thing. This guy was going out there shooting 23-pointers a game, really changing the game of basketball. And then you want to talk about, you know, maybe really going out there and doing, like, what's for, like, the greater good. You know, he's back when they played like Kevin Durant and stuff. It's like he was able to become essentially a second option at times. Now, you might say that's more Hufflepuff, but no. I think that Steph Curry is no doubt a Gryffindor. He is a Gryffindor. Okay, we're down to 3 players. We got Terry Rozier. Hufflepuff, I guess. No, he's not really mutually loved. A lot of people clowned him for that contract. Not really Slytherin. I'm going to say no idea from Tomas Satoransky. Nobody's ever cared about Tomas Satoransky. And then finally, we got Trae Young. Trae Young is like Harry Potter. You got the damn sorting hat on, and he's whispering, you know, like, you could do great things in Slytherin, but ultimately he's like, you know, not Slytherin. I want to be in Gryffindor. But I will say, Trae Young, this past season, he was willing to trade away the whole damn franchise to get players to help him win now. Like, he was willing to literally trade away every single one of his teammates if it meant getting win now players. And to me, that's kind of Slytherin-ish. Man. Doesn't really ignore analytics. He's a Slytherin. And that is my list. I feel pretty good about it. This was actually a lot of fun. Hopefully my mindset, you know, hopefully it made sense. I guess I should say right here. But yeah, Gryffindor, these are all good, tough, gritty players that are brave and ignore analytics and do what they got to do out there. The Ravenclaw, we got some of the highest basketball IQs right there. Slytherin, I mean, you got a snitch, you got a guy that switched teams to win, triple-double guy, and then a guy that would be willing to trade away all his teammates, and then Hufflepuff. I would say all these guys are pretty mutually loved, and the no ideas, I mean, you know, these were just guys that you just don't really have enough yet. But yeah, that's all we got, guys. If you enjoyed this, please drop a like. We're in a very dark time when it comes to the NBA. Not a lot going on. Your guys' support is big. It's huge, you guys, really, bro. Thank you all so much for watching. Be sure to drop that like, subscribe if you're new to my channel, and peace out, my friends.